The following is a live sports presentation of Glycod. GLICOD.com.
Glycod's coverage of Southern Indiana high school basketball starts now. Presented by Allstate Insurance Agent Packy Page.
And welcome to Glycod's coverage of Southern Indiana high school basketball. And we are live from Joe Hinton Court here at Floyd Central High School, where the Floyd Central Highlanders have a conference matchup versus the Bedford-North Lawrence Stars. And we are going to have live varsity basketball action for you here in just a few moments. And it's an interesting one. I'm Dr. Tide Carter. Alongside me is Coach Andrew Grants. Christian Sanchez is going to be our camera operator this evening. And I guess we should segue into something that's certainly been swirling around the program and Floyd Central and the district today, and that is, and I'm reading from a Wave news report, but you can find it several spots, but the Floyd County High School head boys basketball coach Fonzo White has been suspended from the team, the New Albany Floyd County Schools announced on Thursday. And the NAFCS said the suspension is due to White's violation of school district policy as well as continued concerns over the leadership and accountability within the boys program. The suspension is through the remainder of the 2024-25 season, but White will remain as a teacher at the school. Assistant coach Michael Miller will take over the role of interim head coach for the remainder of the season. So, Coach, I guess we'll bring you in and just to say not what we thought we were going to be leading the program off as we began the day. So certainly an interesting bit of news here coming out of the New Albany Floyd County school system.
Yeah, and we don't really know much more than that.
Yep,
and
that's
the information that we have. So you just hope that everything is on the up and up for everybody involved, and that they're able to every party involved is able to move on from this and move forward in a positive direction. So one thing with the Highlanders tonight is Coach Michael Miller, that's taken over, has a ton of head coaching experience right up the road at Lanesville and has had a lot of success there. So they are getting a coach that has won some sectionals before here as they go into the postseason. So given the circumstances, you feel like, okay, well, at least we have a coach that has been there before, has that experience. So maybe that'll help kind of smooth things over as much as you possibly can at this point.
The transition over, absolutely. Well, let's with all that noted, and you obviously we may refer back once or twice, but certainly with all that noted at the top, let's talk about just quickly 8-7 Bedford-North Lawrence, 3-13 Highlanders. I think, Coach, it goes without saying the Highlanders need to try to get on the right track headed in this last month of the season.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the beautiful things about Indiana high school basketball is that the regular season records don't matter. That sectional draw comes, and you could get the most favorable draw. You could get a terrible draw. You could have won 0 games throughout the year. But if you get hot at the right time, you get that first bye. You only got to win 2.
Yep.
And so for the Highlanders, you just want to clean up some stuff and, get it turned in the right direction. You got a month to do it. You still got some time left. Yep. Throw the regular season record out of there and just start thinking about that postseason and how you can tighten up those things down the stretch here. And then for Bedford, Hoosier Hills Conference opponent, 8-7, not a bad record at all. Winning record this year, same thing. Bedford's always a team every year, having coached in this conference in this sectional before, that you always are a little leery of, even if they're right around 500. The style that they play keeps them in almost every game, and you just never know. They could get dangerous and knock a team off here or there.
Absolutely. Well, had a chance to talk to head coach Kurt Gillespie from the Bedford-North Lawrence Stars, so we'll hear from him when we come back here on Glycod.
Looking for family fun in Southern Indiana? Then look no further than Strike and Spare, your go-to spot for a great time at prices that won't break your budget. With regular and kid-friendly bumper bowling lanes, everyone can join in on the action. And don't miss out on Cosmic Bowling, the cool way to bowl with that nighttime feel. Strike up the fun at Strike and Spare in Clarksville at 511 Little League Boulevard. And visit strikeandspare.com/Clarksville for more information on hosting birthdays and corporate parties.
At German American Bank, our communities matter. You can support your community school with a German American School Spirit check card. With each purchase you make, we will donate 2 cents to your participating school of choice. Filling up your tank, buying groceries? Simply use your check card to show your support. Stop in your local German American Bank office, open a checking account, and request your free School Spirit check card. Visit GermanAmerican.com for a list of participating schools. German American Bank, member FDIC.
You cannot depend on Beth to choose the best meal to go.
Is that soup? No, thank you.
But you can always depend on her car starting because she has an Interstate battery. Outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
Dr. Carter's office, Annette speaking. How may I help you?
Whether you're a new or long-time patient, you know that when you call Dr. Todd Carter, you'll be treated like family. For over 25 years, Dr. Carter's been providing quality dentistry for patients throughout southern Indiana, from regular dental exams and cleaning to restorative and cosmetic procedures. Let their dedicated and established team take care of your family today. Call Dr. Todd Carter at 812-944-5155 or visit drtoddcarter.com. You wouldn't notice or smell radon, yet this dangerous gas is the #1 cause of cancer among non-smokers. 1 in 3 Indiana homes tested show radon above safe levels, and those levels tend to spike during the winter when closed windows prevent heat and radon from escaping. If you live in Floyd County, you can get a free radon test kit while supplies last from the Floyd County Health Department. For more information, contact them at 812-948-4726. A message from the Floyd County Health Department.
Can't leave your dog while you're gone? Maybe you just want to increase their socialization. Try Bark Jeff. They provide a cage-free, all-day play center that dogs will love. With well-trained staff available around the clock, their professionals offer comfortable grooming, plus nightly dog slumber parties. For more information on their services or to register as a new client, visit BarkJeff.com. Bark Jeff is located at 1006 East 10th Street in Jeff, where the cool dogs play.
This edition of Coach's Comments is brought to you by Bark Jeff, Jeffersonville's premier dog care destination at 1006 East 10th Street. Bark Jeff, where the cool dogs play.
Here with head coach of the Bedford-North Lawrence Stars, Kurt Godleski. Coach, you guys, you've got a month or so to go before tournament time. What do you want to see your team do better pushing towards tournament?
Well, I think we've got to become more efficiently offensively. We've had spurts where we've really struggled to score, and the positive thing that's come out of that, it hasn't affected our defense. I thought we've played hard and defended very well. We've just struggled at times to score, and so we've tried. We're mixing some things up and trying some different actions to try to free some people up and maybe hopefully get some easier looks. But that's going to be a real important thing for us over the next month, is just getting to that point where when we need a basket, we're not struggling to find one, because sometimes it feels like we are.
It's the first time our Glycod viewers have gotten to see your Stars this year. Who might we be calling? Okay, when those actions work like they're supposed to work, right. What numbers, what names will we be hearing from?
Well, number 10, Patrick Mattson, for starters, is one of the best players in our conference, and he's can do and score in a variety of different ways. He's a talented player. Quincy Pickett's another player. He's a real threat from the perimeter, and has a real sneaky slashing move to the basket. Doesn't use it enough, but and then Logan Miracle around the basket has been very consistent, probably the most consistent player that we've had over the last 5-6 games, and that inside presence is really needed for us.
Defensively, what kind of same guys, or who likes to step up defensively, and if you've got to lock somebody down?
Yeah, that's a great question. Dax Short has been our go-to guy. We lost Trace Reinders and Maddox Ray last year, 2 really premier defenders, and so Dax has done a very nice job of stepping into that role and embracing it and finding ways to contribute, especially on that end.
As far as these Highlanders go tonight, I know there's a little bit of some craziness surrounding coaching and everything else there, but as you have scouted them, your thoughts on what they might put on the floor?
Well, I think the first thing that comes to mind is they're talented. They have a lot of length and a lot of size. I think their individual skill is very good, and I think at a lot of positions better than ours. So I think that they are a very capable team. But so our whole main focus is hopefully with all is just stay within ourselves and play our game and hopefully defend them the way that we're supposed to and defend them. No matter what any team runs against us, we have an action called and we're defending it the way that we work on in practice. So that's going to be an important thing for us.
If you're going to come away with a road victory in the Hoosier Hills Conference tonight, what sorts of things are you going to have to do really well? You've already touched on a few things, but what do you really got to do well?
Yeah, we're going to have to limit them to one shot just because of their size. And the second thing, we got to get back on defense because they really like to push the basketball and do a great job out in the open floor and make them really work and execute and search for buckets on their end. Offensively, hopefully we play a little bit more freer and get the ball moving and really share the basketball. That's going to be really important for us tonight.
Good luck tonight, Coach. Thank you.
Thank you.
And stay tuned for all the boys basketball action tonight on Glycod.
When young people need a place to go and someone to help, there's always a safe place nearby. Clark County Youth Shelter and Family Services, a local nonprofit organization, designates businesses and organizations throughout Clark and Floyd counties as safe places, which offer immediate help and safety to area youth who are experiencing crises. For more information on these safe places and a list of locations, visit ccysfs.org. This is a message from the Clark County Youth Shelter.
I'm your overly competitive brother. I'm ready for a rematch. Game on. Foul.
What are you going to tell me again?
Foul.
Yeah.
Foul, bro.
Here, take a free shot. Go ahead, knock
You're
yourself
about to get served.
Seriously?
Get Allstate. Save money and be protected from mayhem. Like me. Love you, Mom.
Contact Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page for a quote today.
When it comes to medical imaging, you have a choice. Choose Priority Radiology in New Albany for convenient quality services like CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, mammography, and more. A community supporter of our local high school athletics, Priority Radiology is devoted to making sure you're informed and comfortable every step of the way. It's a level of care you won't find anywhere else. Tell your doctor or provider that you choose Priority Radiology when outpatient imaging is needed. Visit PriorityRadiology.com for more information. Priority Radiology, you have a choice. Feeling stressed, anxious, or down? You're not alone. Clark and Floyd System of Care is here to help. Your mental health matters just as much as your physical health. Talk to a trusted teacher, counselor, or friend. Or call or text the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline anytime at 988. Whether it's stress, anxiety, or depression, we're here to guide you. Your mind matters. No one should face their mental health journey alone. A message from Clark and Floyd System of Care. With a wide range of products including video surveillance, door access, fire alarm monitoring, or burglar alarms, Northside Security ensures top service at an affordable price. Their team will efficiently plan and install your system, then train you with 24-hour monitoring. For more, contact them at 812-282-3142 or get a quote online at northsidesecurity.com. Northside Security in Clarksville, where service and protection meet.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School basketball on Glycod.
Time for tonight's Keys to the Game as we count down to the opening tip. Tonight's Keys to the Game presented by Northside Security, where service and protection meet. For those Keys to the Game, let's turn it back over to Coach Andrew Grant. First for the Bedford-North Lawrence Stars.
Yeah, for Bedford, number one, they got to get to 50. You heard Coach talk about it. They've been struggling to score a little bit, and he's looking for more offensive efficiency. But in their last 9 games, Bedford is 5-4. Their 5 wins, they scored 50 points. Their 4 losses, they did not. So that is a key for tonight. They need to try to get to that 50. Number 2, protect the paint. He talked about Floyd Central's size. Floyd Central really is, as far as shooting percentage, isn't the highest shooting percentage team from outside other than a couple positions. But where they get you is being able to get out in transition and score. So protecting the paint in transition, and then also in the half court and limiting those easy bucket opportunities. And then finally, gang rebound. One of the best ways to be able to get your offense going is to start it from the defensive side of the floor, get rebounds and get out in transition and get some easy rhythm. But that takes all 5 guys rebounding together.
Absolutely. For the Highlanders.
For Floyd Central, we said that Bedford wants to try to get to 50. For Floyd Central, on the other side, they need to tighten up that defense. They're giving up 68 points a game, and a lot of that starts with guarding their yard. What does that mean? 3 feet on your left, 3 feet on your right, guarding your man one-on-one. If you can make them have to play outside those 3 feet on either side of you and guard your yard, it takes away downhill drives, something that we've seen the Highlanders struggle with a little bit this year. So making sure that they're guarding their man straight up one-on-one and guarding their yard. And then they need to finish opportunities around the rim like we talked about. They'll have the size advantage. They'll get some opportunities, but a team like Bedford that plays just hard, grinded out defense, you're not going to get a lot of those opportunities at the rim. So for Floyd Central, you have to make every one of those count. And then finally, control the controllables. A lot going on right now for Floyd Central. Could be some distractions. You got to put all that out of the way and let this basketball court be your safe haven where nothing else matters other than just playing, having fun with your teammates, and executing what you need to do to win.
Absolutely. Okay, those are our Keys to the Game presented by Northside Security, where service and protection meet. This broadcast is authorized by Floyd Central High School with production rights owned by Glycod. Our aim is to provide the most positive representation for all participating student athletes, coaches, and game personnel. Thank you for watching. We'll be right back when I had the chance to talk to Michael Miller pregame, and we'll hear from him in just a moment on Glycod.
Wide range of products including video surveillance, door access, fire alarm monitoring, or burglar alarms. Northside Security ensures top service at an affordable price. Their team will efficiently plan and install your system, then train you with 24-hour monitoring. For more, contact them at 812-282-3142 or get a quote online at northsidesecurity.com. Northside Security in Clarksville, where service and protection meet.
Drug use in adolescence or early adulthood can have a serious impact on a teen's life. Teenagers who use marijuana are more likely to have lower grades, even drop out of school. They may also suffer from impaired driving, higher levels of anxiety, and depression. We all want to see the youth in our community succeed. Regardless of your stance on marijuana, we can all agree that it's not right for teens. Paid for by Drug Free Communities and Our Place.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
A proud supporter of the Providence Pioneers and Southern Indiana High School athletics, Mack Construction is a second-generation company that provides quality workmanship in heavy civil construction, asphalt, and streetscape while maintaining focus on worksite safety and productivity. Put Mack Construction's nearly 40 years of award-winning service to work for your project. For more information, visit mackconstruction.com. Mack Construction. Experience. Reputation. Solutions.
With cardiac emergencies happening more often than ever, the Clark County Health Department offers Pulse Point. It's a set of 911 connected apps that empower everyday citizen responders to provide life-saving assistance, as well as locations of nearby AED equipment. If you've been trained in CPR, you can download the app at pulsepoint.org, Google Play, or the App Store. Get the app, save a life. A message from the Clark County Health Department. You're busy, always on the go, and when your car needs repaired, you need it done right. At Call's Body Shop, you can make an estimate appointment to better serve you. Just call 812-949-5245 and schedule a time that fits your schedule. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and are family-owned and operated. They've been serving Southern Indiana since 1954 at 2801 Mount Tabor Road in New Albany. It's your car, and you have a choice on your repair. Call's Body Shop. Can they fix it? Yes, they can. You're watching Southern Indiana High School basketball on Glycod.
Well, here with interim head coach Michael Miller of the Floyd Central Highlanders. I know a lot of experience coming from Lanesville and now here at Floyd Central. I'm sure a difficult couple of days. Details don't matter. What's the attitude in the locker room for this ball game tonight?
The kids are ready to play. They just want to get out and play basketball. So, I think they are going to play hard. And I think there's be some enthusiasm there. I guess they can kind of look at it as starting fresh, so to speak.
Yeah.
But, we see some things tonight just in our walkthrough and then in our warm-ups here that, is encouraging.
Okay, that's good. As far as overall X's and O's, what kind of game plan you're going to run? Any big changes or just tweaks and trying to get the enthusiasm level up?
Yeah, just more kind of focus of some things that we have been looking at improving over the last few games and such. And, we threw a couple things in walking through tonight.
Good.
Just to show, something simple, nothing too out of the ordinary for these guys and stuff. You didn't want to overwhelm them, but I did want to show them a couple different things and stuff. So, like I said, they were very open to listen to that, walking through, enthusiastic, and kind of ready to go.
Well, and so you're kind of a little bit of a starting from zero here, and we've got a month or so until it's tournament time, and then everybody's record's 0-0. Yep. So what sorts of improvements do you want to see out of them?
Well, from an offensive standpoint, just a lot more movement, sharing the basketball, screening, setting up a screen, using that screen, coming off the screen. From a defensive standpoint, working on improving on our rebounding and closeouts, and just overall kind of like our team defense, understanding and stuff. And if we can make those improvements, we've got some skilled players on both sides of the ball and stuff. So I think that can benefit us if we just clean up. Right. Really is more what it is.
As far as this Bedford-North Lawrence team goes, what, as the scouting report, what does it say about what Bedford's going to put on the court tonight? Well,
I think first and foremost, very disciplined. I think they're physical, whether it's on the offensive end or defensive end. They've got some guys that can shoot it, put it in the basket, and score. That's a concern. So defensively, we've got to know exactly where those scorers are. I think they got a couple kids that are really good on the offensive boards as far as just getting position in there. Yeah. And that's something that we have to improve upon from our standpoint and not allow them that position and getting those easy, putbacks or just getting second chance points.
as far as if Floyd Central is going to win this game at home tonight, what are you going to have to do well to come away with the win? Any little tidbits there and nuggets?
I think as a team, you got to see that team concept. I know a lot of coaches use that, but, tonight we got to really see that come together. I think they've got to, I kind of call it one heartbeat. Mm-hmm. Like everybody in unison out there on the floor, those on the bench, encouraging one another. Loose balls on the floor, those 50-50 balls, I think we've got to get more of those than Bedford does tonight.
All right. Good luck tonight, Coach. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate the opportunity.
Definitely. Best time of the show. Check it. Ooh. Oh, no.
Oh, come on! Need a better battery? Get an Interstate battery. Outrageously dependable.
Should have had an Interstate.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
From Glycod, it's Southern Indiana High School basketball. Presented by Allstate Insurance Agent Packy Page. He puts you in good hands. Tonight's game is brought to you by Interstate Batteries. Outrageously dependable since 1952. IBEW Local 369. Power up your potential. Mac Construction. Experience, reputation, solutions. Clark County Health Department. Prevent, promote, protect. Priority Radiology in New Albany. You have a choice. Jim.
And we get set for live action, tipping up a couple minutes early tonight here at Floyd Central High School. Dr. Todd Carter, Coach Andrew Grants with you on this Glycod coverage. Bailey Cook filling in for us tonight on camera.
Yeah, Floyd Central coming out in a 3-2 drop zone here. Notice how Higgins at the top of it. He's going to play back. So I think Floyd Central, what Coach Govleski said for Bedford with struggling to score, they're going to come out and try to make them play a half-court game.
A 3 up and a miss by Quincy. Was that Pickett? Well, he didn't tell me he was going to start, but I guess he did. So Pickett ended up in the starting lineup. As we didn't get to our starting lineup, Floyd Central kind of ran through the pregame there very quickly. Trying to start a little early. Interstate Batteries, of course, always bringing you the starting lineups.
So again, going that drop zone. Anytime it goes baseline, watch Higgins at the top drop.
And ball pitched to the other end.
Yeah, one of the benefits of being able to go zone, as Coach Govleski said again about his team struggling to score at times, is it's hard to manufacture sometimes some offense against zone. Just because it's you want to play that dribble penetration and pitch, and very difficult to do against the zone. You really got to have some ball movement. That's something Coach said that he wanted before the game for the Stars, was a little bit better ball movement. So if they're going to break up this zone a little bit, that's what they got to look for.
Good hands there by Patrick Matson, number 10, but then collected up by Floyd Central, and that was Landon Reed.
Yeah, you don't want to let him get started off with seeing the first 2 shots. He's their leading scorer this year at almost 17 points a game, so they're going to want to get the ball out of his hands and not let him get the majority of the shots tonight.
And that's Pickett again, can't get it to fall. And into the hands of Matson, also a miss, and then a rebound and pushing by Floyd Central. Stone trying to feed Higgins, can't do it, taken away by Quincy Pickett.
Yeah, a little sloppy there. Good hands by Bedford. Again, got to look to push and transition, look for those easy opportunities. So if you're struggling to score and you want to pick up your efficiency, 2 things to do. Transition opportunities off of misses and turnovers, and offensive rebounds.
Pickett shoots it again, can't get it to fall.
There's 2 offensive rebounds. You just want to continue to give yourself as many extra looks as you can.
Inside, that's Miracle. Can't get it to go. And then 3 attempt as well. Miracle collects the board.
Just the third offensive rebound this possession for the Stars. For Floyd Central, they got to box out. That's one of the disadvantages of going zone, is you miss those opportunities for rebounds. Harder to match up and find guys to box out. As good as Floyd Central's defense is right now, this is also, there you go, good look in the middle.
Fantastic look there from Isaiah Sasser. Sasser scores the first bucket of the game for the Stars.
So as much of a defensively as this helps Floyd Central to go that zone, it also keeps them from playing the way they want to, which is to be able to get up and down.
That was Carter McQuigg in the center there. Ends up losing the ball out of bounds. I guess before anybody else comes in, let's roll through who the starters are. Quincy Pickett, Dax Short, Patrick Matson, Isaiah Sasser, and Logan Miracle for Bedford-North Lawrence. Parker Kays, Landon Reed, Jackson Stone, Carter McQuigg, and Sam Higgins, the starters for the Highlanders. And that would be Sam Higgins with the 3. So Higgins, just a 22% three-point shooter, but that one found the bottom of the net.
I think Bedford was daring him to shoot a little bit, and he said, come on, keep daring me.
Into the center, that's Miracle. Oh, tied up. Well tied up by Jackson Stone, and the possession arrow goes the way of the Highlanders.
Yeah, great look in the middle there. Bedford's done a good job of getting in the middle. For Miracle, he's got to keep that ball high. He brought it down around his waist in traffic, and that's where it gets difficult to get it up around the rim. But if they continue to get the ball in the middle, good things will happen.
Now you heard Coach Miller saying that Highlanders wanted more movement on offense.
Yes, yeah.
Not as much standing around, so that's something to watch out for.
Yeah, he really emphasized and talked a lot about screening, setting up screens, using screens, cutting off those screens with a purpose. So we'll see how Floyd Central is able to execute that tonight with just kind of a short notice of being able to discuss those things.
So Landon Reed committed that foul. And Quincy Pickett there kind of stalled with the ball, stolen, then stolen back, and fouled Jackson Stone.
Yeah, so they continue to keep Higgins kind of in that high post spot. If you're BNL looking for opportunities to maybe get your best shooter at the top of the key, knowing that Higgins is going to be sagging off, so maybe a screen away for a shooter coming to the top.
3 up. Couldn't find the bottom of the net. Good rebound there. Miracle with the drive, but couldn't get it to fall.
Yeah, Bedford already with 6 offensive rebounds here in the first 4 minutes. So even though the shots aren't falling, they're giving themselves opportunities.
And that will send Logan Miracle, senior, to the line. Rattles the first home.
Yeah, and if you're Coach Kovaleski, you gotta like the battle on the offensive boards right now for the Stars.
Second won't go. Higgins cleans up the board.
Floyd Central looking to push the pace a little bit here.
3 fouls for the Highlanders, none thus far for the Stars. Parker Kays for 3. That one rattles off, but run down by Harrod. Can't get that one to go. Nice tip out by Kays, but into the hands of Miracle. Inside to Sasser.
Good cut. Yeah, great drive right there.
Matson with the drive and the bucket.
And that came off the ball reversal that Coach talked about that they've really been wanting to work on and be more efficient with.
And then a quick whistle.
Yeah, right idea. And just got a little ahead of himself there.
As Sasser comes to the sideline, and Jacob Ritter checks into ball game, senior for the Stars.
So coming back out in the zone again. Again, if you're Bedford, looking for opportunities up top. One thing Floyd Central's looking to do with that zone, even though they're dropping the middle man, is they're bringing the wings out really high, try to deny the ball reversal.
And travel there by Patrick Matson.
Yeah, just a tough spot to put yourself in. If you're going to decide to go baseline, you want to make sure you can at least get to a piece of the paint. If not, you get yourself stuck in that short corner where those traps happen.
So 5-all ball game. Both teams having a bit of a tough time finding their offensive groove. I'd say that's a fair thing to say, right, Coach?
Yes, I think so. I think the zone for Floyd Central has really taken Bedford out of their offense, but it's kind of kills a little bit of Floyd Central's offense too, just because they want to get up and get running. Those right there, those opportunities, they have to finish.
Oh, nicely done there by Matson.
Great look ahead. So right now the majority of the points for Bedford coming off of offensive rebounds and transition opportunities. So for a team that Coach said wants to be more efficient in the half court.
Oh,
how about that?
Reed, yeah,
from
that
deep.
Was from deep for sure. So Reed puts the Highlanders back in the lead with 1:46 left here in the first.
Got the crowd going a little bit. See if that kind of energizes the Highlanders here to start creating a little bit more offense.
Nearly poked away. That's Pickett.
Pickett
He
right
hits the
back at
three.
it. Great ball reversal. Set up a little flare screen on the reversal there. Drew two defenders from that flare screen.
Into Carter McQuigg. He's fouled.
And that's what Landon Reed does for you. The last shot he hits from the volleyball line, so he comes off that screen, and both defenders go, and that leaves the slip wide open for McQuigg.
Let's show you that last run-out basket, because Matson did well to control that before McQuigg heads to the line here.
Yeah, and a big
Carter McQuigg couldn't convert on the first. Eyes the second here, flies it, knocks it home. So 1-point ball game with McQuigg making one of two.
Yeah, and so for Bedford to continue to get the ball reversals, really like the action that they run on that weak side because the wing's getting out so high right there. Whenever you need ball reversals, screening in that wing and setting that flare to the corner. Bedford's not in a hurry offensively. They'll take their time.
Well, and thus far they've kind of known, well, we'll get a board or two and
absolutely
be able to maybe have another look.
Yeah, they have controlled the tempo to this point.
Matson feeling it.
Great shot in rhythm there. A couple good ball reversals.
So that makes 7 for Matson, lead all scores.
Good drive and redrive.
Off back iron, Parker Kays comes up with the board, puts the bucket back up and good.
Another point off of offensive rebound. I love the action there that Floyd Central just ran a drive and then drive it right back to the guy that just drove it and hit him on the kick out. Tough for defenses to get back out to the driver. How about that?
Yeah, that was a heck of a bucket there.
I thought he was going to kick out to the corner, and then the steal.
And that will do it. At the end of 1, our score, Bedford-North Lawrence 15, Floyd Central 11. Come on back. We'll have second quarter action upcoming for you here on Glycott.
Feeling stressed, anxious, or down? You're not alone. Clark and Floyd System of Care is here to help. Your mental health matters just as much as your physical health. Talk to a trusted teacher, counselor, or friend. Or call or text the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline anytime at 988. Whether it's stress, anxiety, or depression, we're here to guide you. Your mind matters. No one should face their mental health journey alone. A message from Clark and Floyd System of Care.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Basketball on Glycod.
As we return, getting ready for second quarter action here on Glycod, and the Stars with the ball first. I want to show you that dunk, so we will do that first stoppage here. Hope to have time, but these between starting the game a couple minutes early and between starting things early and the coming out of the timeouts. Striped shirts want to get home tonight, I think.
Yeah, Thursday night, not our normal Friday.
Yeah, exactly.
With girls sectional going on, so they got to get to work tomorrow. Oh, flying through. Matson's just having a phenomenal first half right here.
Sure is. Got 11 in the half.
And Coach talks about him being one of the best players in the conference. He is definitely an all-conference talent. There's that screening action Coach was talking about away from the ball.
So Higgins with the bucket and the harm. So that gives us the opportunity. Let's go back to the Matson dunk first of all.
Yeah, great job here at the end of the quarter. Watch out Matson when he catches here. You think the ball is going out to the corner. That was a great ball fake, and that opened up that driving lane. Just froze the defender, whether to get out to the shooter or stop the ball. Great ball fake there to open up the dunk.
So Higgins pops home the bucket.
Floyd Central now is getting out of the drop 3-2 and now going more to a 3-2 look. So Higgins now playing more down low in the middle, protecting the rim.
Miss there from Ritter, and then a whistle. That gives us the opportunity to show you that Sam Higgins play from a moment ago.
Yeah, here's the look at how Higgins comes off that screen and does a good job of being patient and curling it tight. And that's what Coach was talking about earlier, about being able to set up and use the screen effectively. To be great coming off screens, you don't have to be fast. You just have to make quick, sudden movements. You can be as slow as you want setting it up, but then once you make your move, you make them quick. There's a back screen to a double stagger down. Bedford, a good job of taking away Reed there. They were trying to get him open for the look. But they got him there on the reversal.
Reed couldn't get it to go. Good cleanup there by Harrett.
Another offensive rebound. For both teams, they're going to have to clean up on the defensive boards.
Higgins trying to take it inside, tied up by Parker Kern, sophomore. So on the jump ball, it'll be the Highlanders' ball.
Yeah, if anytime you get an opportunity, if you're Bedford and Landon Reed misses a shot, he's hit some big ones already here. You've got to make sure that you clean those up and you don't give him any more opportunities. Those Reed can really get hot quick, so when he's missing, you got to view those as a gift, and you got to take advantage of it. Great pass there.
Inside, a good bucket by McQuigg.
Yeah, reading that ball screen is very difficult because he draws so much attention because of his ability to shoot it, that it opens up the roll man.
Kays, good hands, knocking it away.
30-second timeout.
Timeouts by Floyd Central, so we will take a timeout as well. Back with more here in the second quarter on Glycod.
You cannot depend on Oliver's parallel parking.
Hey, you got it, man!
But you can always depend on his car starting because he has an Interstate battery. Interstate batteries, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by New Albany State Farm Insurance Agent Theresa Lamb. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
1 point game here in the early second quarter, as Bedford-North Lawrence will have the ball out of bounds coming off that timeout by Floyd Central.
I tell you what Bedford's done great here early on is taking the crowd out of this.
They have.
You know, this has been a kind of a quiet environment, and just kind of the way they've been very methodical and slow and thought out on offense, it kind of has taken the crowd away.
Three good from Pickett.
Pickett again, when he gets those open looks, he's letting them fly. They have a lot of confidence in him.
6 on 2 made threes from Quincy Pickett thus far.
Yeah, the 2 made ones have been big ones. Right there out of the timeout when Coach Miller was wanting to change it up a little bit, maybe show a different look. And then the other one earlier after Reed hit that one from the volleyball line, Pickett came back down and knocked one down to keep the crowd quiet.
McQuigg inside, couldn't get it up and under. Out to Reed. He'll shoot the 3, offline though. Kays tracks it down. Now Higgins tries the 3. That one over the backboard, and it will be B&L ball.
Again, another a miss by Reed, but it led to an offensive rebound. So, again, Bedford's going to have to clean that up. Giving them 3 shots on that possession there. You just cannot give these Highlanders that many opportunities. They can get hot, averaging over 60 a game.
Oh, ball nearly poked away.
Good.
Short came up with it.
Good hands defensively. That's the one thing with the zone is you can really get into those passing lanes.
And again, Pickett, that one rolled off right to Miracle.
Another offensive board right back to Pickett. I thought he was going to fire that one.
Good closeout by McQuigg. Oh, nearly taken away from short. And he puts it up and in.
Middle of the zone is a killer. Good job by Bedford to get it there.
So Dax Short with his first bucket of the game. And then on the other end, a whistle and a foul.
Yeah, for Floyd, they want to get this up and down a little bit more, just like that last possession. Get the tempo going.
So third foul on 24 Crane.
Yeah, it's a quick 3 that he used them all.
Yeah.
Good defense there to cut off the baseline and wall him up.
Harrett could not get that to go, as you said. Good defense. Mattson.
We'll see what Mattson does here. They just, for Bedford, that was a huge stretch right there with Mattson out of the game getting a rest to extend the lead.
Short takes it right inside, gets the bucket, and the foul.
Those are the closeouts that Coach Miller was talking about before the game and what we talked about at guarding your yard. That's a straight line drive, and it's almost nearly impossible to get your help defense to step over and then be able to recover out to a shooter when the ball is being dribbled in straight lines. Bedford all of a sudden here with the chance to be close to double digits.
Ooh, Short couldn't get that one to go.
Bedford going 1-3-1 now. The one thing in the zone, you got to make sure you locate your shooters.
McQuigg from 3, offline. Oh, Sam Higgins. And Miracle using his booty there, and Higgins knocked out of bounds.
Yeah, I always think those are unfortunate. You're just moving a guy out of the way, and it just kind of sometimes those like an air ball or it catches the bottom of the rim, it catches you off guard.
Sure. And timeout this time again by Floyd Central. So we will take another brief timeout. Be back with more here on Glycod.
Drug use in adolescence or early adulthood can have a serious impact on a teen's life. Teenagers who use marijuana are more likely to have lower grades, even drop out of school. They may also suffer from impaired driving, higher levels of anxiety, and depression. We all want to see the youth in our community succeed. Regardless of your stance on marijuana, we can all agree that it's not right for teens. Paid for by Drug Free Communities and Our Place.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School basketball on Glycod.
Joe Hinton Court here at Floyd Central High School. Highlanders using another timeout as this one begins to open up a bit. 8-point lead for the Bedford-North Lawrence Stars. Coach, any thoughts as you put yourself in that into that huddle?
Well, we have a good vantage point here to where I can see the huddle. I don't know exactly what Coach is saying, but he's coaching his tail off in there. And I think that timeout right there, I don't know so much was for this game specifically, but I think it was more to clean stuff. I mean, even right now after the second horn, the Highlanders, he was still in there coaching them. You could tell there's certain things that he's wanting to clean up and get across. So for Coach Miller right now, he's coaching for the postseason. So there was something there that he wanted to clean up. Maybe he made an adjustment or two, but I think it was more about making points, probably about the things he talked in the pregame, things that he wants done well as they move forward.
We'll hand off to Reed there. Now Higgins. Higgins is going to take the long two. Oh, halfway down and pop back out.
That was a good look there. Great play. So I think Coach out of that, again, that offensively, a lot of screens away from the ball right there and getting some movement off of the ball. Floyd Central going man-to-man now, so they come out of the zone. This will favor them a little bit more for tempo. Right now, everything's Bedford's favor as far as pace of play. Floyd Central going man-to-man will be able to turn it up a little bit and kind of pick up the tempo, maybe get some transition opportunities here.
Miracle trying to bowl his way in there. Does. Got a good look. Just couldn't get it to fall.
Yeah, great look right there.
Parrott finds Higgins, finds McQuigg. Had to change his shot, but gets it to fall.
Yeah, way to stay with that, up and under. There's a little bit better tempo with that ball movement. And that starts when you come out with man-to-man defense. It allows you to play a little bit more free and up and down. We go a little back screen, down screen action for Matson.
Barrett, now the switch came.
Yeah, one of the benefits of switching if you got guys that can do it.
Now, but there's Miracle, and he just moved Harrett right out of the way.
Yeah, and in the very same breath, one of the disadvantages of switching.
Right.
Is a team that's smart and finds the mismatch. Miracle said, I'm not missing that one again. Give it right back to me.
Yeah. Well, that was just Reed hits the three.
Yeah, a little bit better pace now to Floyd Central's offense right there. Little chin action here. Back screen, set the flare right here. They'll continue in that chin. They're just going to be very patient. That chin is the old Princeton-style offense.
Oh, nice shot there from Matson.
Beautiful pull-up jumper right there by Matson.
I've got him unofficially with 13. Now turnover, though. Back to the Stars.
Yeah, Matson's just been phenomenal here this first half. A really solid player. But again, let's see if they go chin here. So Floyd Central's trying to pick up the pace a little bit. Bedford comes out man-to-man. They're going to go this handoff, exchange on the other side. And again, staying with this chin action, keeping everything high, looking for back doors. But the other thing this does is lull you to sleep. Fortunate there to keep that ball.
Matson dribbles up, takes the three, long board. Out to McQuigg. Quickly to Reed. Down to Higgins. He'll step back, shoot the three, off iron. Pickett cleans it up. Under a minute to go now. Second quarter. Matson lost the handle, gets it a Miracle. Oh, knocked away from him.
Floyd Central's able to get out and run.
Yeah.
This is what they want to do.
Foul and the bucket.
About McQuigg right there with keeping the body control. Getting twisted the other way and still being able to finish.
Well, let's show you that again.
That was a tough finish right there. He got turned around.
And nice camera work by Bailey Cook to stay with that action. Carter McQuigg will step up to shoot the free throw here. Off back iron. So a 5-point game.
See if Bedford will hold here for the last shot. Kind of that in-between time. Maybe not quite enough time, maybe take an easy one, but if you can work it to the end of the quarter and go in at least up 5 or maybe more, you're in a good spot coming in on the road and to a conference opponent.
Back short, drives, gives it up. Miracle, couldn't get it to go. Battle for the board. Reed comes down with it. Stone pushes, gives it up. Oh, McQuigg knocked out of bounds. They're going to say off Floyd Central.
Yeah, there's a bang-bang play. So now Bedford with a chance here for the last possession.
12.2 ticks left. Matson with it.
Maybe look at Floyd Central, maybe sending two to Matt. There they go, sending two to Matson. Got to get the ball out of his hands.
And the ball landed in the Dazzlers over there.
It's senior night for the Dazzlers tonight.
It is senior night for the Dazzlers. That was Jacob Stewart, number 24, that checked in the ball game.
Oh, great play. Great defensive.
Good closeout there by Stewart.
Great defensive recovery.
Into the second quarter. So at halftime, we have Bedford-North Lawrence 28, Floyd Central 23. We'll have the halftime show for you upcoming here on Glycai.
New recruit? Take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
You're busy, always on the go, and when your car needs repaired, you need it done right. At Call's Body Shop, you can make an estimate appointment to better serve you. Just call 812-949-5245 and schedule a time that fits your schedule. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and are family-owned and operated. They've been serving Southern Indiana since 1954 at 2801 Mount Tabor Road in New Albany. It's your car, and you have a choice on your repair. Call's Body Shop. Can they fix it? Yes, they can.
When young people need a place to go and someone to help, there's always a safe place nearby. Clark County Youth Shelter and Family Services, a local nonprofit organization, designates businesses and organizations throughout Clark and Floyd counties as safe places, which offer immediate help and safety to area youth who are experiencing crises. For more information on these safe places and a list of locations, visit ccysfs.org. This is a message from the Clark County Youth Shelter.
Dr. Carter's office, Annette speaking. How may I help you?
Whether you're a new or long-time patient, you know that when you call Dr. Todd Carter, you'll be treated like family. For over 25 years, Dr. Carter's been providing quality dentistry for patients throughout Southern Indiana, from regular dental exams and cleaning to restorative and cosmetic procedures. Let their dedicated and established team take care of your family today. Call Dr. Todd Carter at 812-944-5155 or visit drtoddcarter.com.
I'm your overly competitive brother. I'm ready for a rematch. Game on.
Foul. What are you going to tell me again?
Foul.
Yeah.
Foul, bro.
Okay, take a free shot. Go ahead, knock
You're
yourself
about to get served.
Seriously?
Get Allstate. Save money and be protected from mayhem. Like me. Love you, Mom.
Contact Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page for a quote today.
When it comes to medical imaging, you have a choice. Choose Priority Radiology in New Albany for convenient quality services like CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, mammography, and more. A community supporter of our local high school athletics, Priority Radiology is devoted to making sure you're informed and comfortable every step of the way. It's a level of care you won't find anywhere else. Tell your doctor or provider that you choose Priority Radiology when outpatient imaging is needed. Visit PriorityRadiology.com for more information. Priority Radiology, you have a choice.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Priority Radiology, offering full-service outpatient imaging services from their clinic at 807 Northgate Boulevard in New Albany. To schedule an appointment, visit PriorityRadiology.com.
Halftime here at Floyd Central High School on Joe Hinton Court. Bedford-North Lawrence 28, Floyd Central 23. Tonight's scoreboard is presented by American Family Insurance agent Mark Stevens. For more information on home, auto, or life insurance, contact Mark at 812-283-8600, 812-283-8600. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Coach, let's just briefly talk about that first half and your thoughts. Both teams.
Yeah, well, I think the kind of the topic of this game right now is tempo. It's definitely been in Bedford-North Lawrence's favor. A little bit slower. The score has been more in their favor, a little bit lower. Floyd Central switched to man-to-man there at the end of the second quarter to try to pick up the tempo and got some better offensive looks. But for Floyd Central in the second half, they're going to want to get this game more up and down. For Bedford, they're going to want to continue to kind of control the pace and really take the crowd out of this. Every time Floyd's had a chance to awaken this crowd, Bedford's came back and hit a big shot, kind of keep it quiet.
They sure have. Well, again, I want to tell everybody that our ticker brought to you by American Family Insurance agent Mark Stevens. And you can give Mark a call at 812-283-8600. Let's go ahead and step aside briefly. When we come back, we'll get you the German American Bank stats, get you the scoring from each ball club. So come back for that here on the Halftime Show on Gleich Eye.
When it comes to medical imaging, you have a choice. Choose Priority Radiology in New Albany for convenient quality services like CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, mammography, and more. A community supporter of our local high school athletics, Priority Radiology is devoted to making sure you're informed and comfortable every step of the way. It's a level of care you won't find anywhere else. Tell your doctor or provider that you choose Priority Radiology when outpatient imaging is needed. Visit PriorityRadiology.com for more information. Priority Radiology, you have a choice.
This is what excellence in construction looks like. It's a startup company that launched in 1980 under the leadership of a husband and wife team who had a vision for growing something great, the American dream. It's two sons who have worked hard and earned the opportunity to carry on the legacy from the ground up. It's nearly 300 employees with common culture and commitment to construction. Some of the region's most visible and ambitious projects with the same heart, passion, and drive. It's our experience, our innovation, our reputation, and core values that set us apart. Mack Construction. This is what excellence looks like.
You wouldn't notice or smell radon, yet this dangerous gas is the #1 cause of cancer among non-smokers. 1 in 3 Indiana homes tested show radon above safe levels, and those levels tend to spike during the winter when closed windows prevent heat and radon from escaping. If you live in Floyd County, you can get a free radon test kit while supplies last from the Floyd County Health Department. For more information, contact them at 812-948-4726. A message from the Floyd County Health Department.
Feeling stressed, anxious, or down? You're not alone. Clark and Floyd System of Care is here to help. Your mental health matters just as much as your physical health. Talk to a trusted teacher, counselor, or friend. Or call or text the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline anytime at 988. Whether it's stress, anxiety, or depression, we're here to guide you. Your mind matters. No one should face their mental health journey alone. A message from Clark and Floyd System of Care.
Drug use in adolescence or early adulthood can have a serious impact on a teen's life. Teenagers who use marijuana are more likely to have lower grades, even drop out of school. They may also suffer from impaired driving, higher levels of anxiety, and depression. We all want to see the youth in our community succeed. Regardless of your stance on marijuana, we can all agree that it's not right for teens. Paid for by Drug Free Communities and Our Place.
At German American Bank, our communities matter. You can support your community school with a German American School Spirit check card. With each purchase you make, we will donate 2 cents to your participating school of choice. Filling up your tank, buying groceries? Simply use your check card to show your support. Stop in your local German American Bank office, open a checking account, and request your free School Spirit check card. Visit GermanAmerican.com for a list of participating schools. German American Bank, member FDIC.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Basketball on Glycod.
As we wrap up halftime here in the halftime show, our halftime stats brought to you by German American Bank. Support your community school with the German American School Spirit check card. Visit GermanAmerican.com for more information. And the scoring in the first half as follows. Bedford-North Lawrence led by Patrick Matson in his 13 points. Quincy Pickett has 6, 4 from Dax Short, 3 from Logan Miracle, 2 from Isaiah Sasser. For Floyd Central, Landon Reed with 8, and Carter McQuigg has 7, 6 from Sam Higgins, and 2 from Parker Caves. And we are back in action here.
Yeah, so for the first few minutes here of the second half for Floyd, it's going to be about kind of trying to pick up the pace, and a turnover is a great way to start it.
Landon Reed there.
My first year at Jeffersonville, we played Bedford in the sectional championship, and the game was about like this, and it's just great steal.
Now taken away and laid up and in by Matson. Matson picks up where he left off.
Absolutely. Great first half by him, and great start to the second half.
Out to 7. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was just going to say, in that game against Bedford, it's so hard to pick up the pace against a team that controls it as well as they do, and they've done that for so many years now.
So with the steal and run out by Matson, and then the empty possession by Floyd Central, 7-point game, and Bedford with the chance to go up double digits. And Matson going to try, couldn't get it to convert and go down. Higgins with the board.
See here, Coach Miller wanting them to get into their offense, go high ball screen here with Reed to try to set up the drive and kick.
Higgins caught it cleanly, but Miracle did a good job with the closeout. Higgins trying to battle. Oh, nice job finding McQuigg there.
Absolutely. McQuigg does such a good job of moving off of the basketball. A lot of his baskets throughout the season have come off those backdoor cuts, playing off of his teammates.
And Pickett eyeballs another 3 and nails it.
Pickett just comes out firing.
Sure does.
Got to make sure that you get to him. He's got a really good-looking shot.
9 points on 3 made threes. Kays was looking to drive there, but couldn't get it to go. Oh, a little bit of a screen there. Reed couldn't get that to fall, though. Pickett down with the board.
And now Bedford will go back to taking their time here. No opportunity in transition. Here comes a little stagger, back screen to a down screen.
Oh, good job there, breaking that drive by Sasser up.
Yeah, Higgins, great defensive play, because I think that Miracle was wide open on that backside, cutting to the rim. And there he is again.
Yep, sure enough, and the foul. So Miracle gets the bucket for his 5th point.
Yeah, great screen and slip there by Miracle to the opposite side.
And Jackson Stone coming in from the opposite side of the ball commits the foul. So
Bedford now coming out with the press. Maybe trying to catch them off guard there real quick. Maybe get a cheap one, get a quick one.
So the lead now at 11. Higgins inside, gets the bucket and the foul. So Higgins with the drive.
Higgins is a very good physical driver of the basketball. He does a great job of playing low, going through contact. Bedford got a little bit spread out there. They went to face guard Landon Reed that time. They were face guarding him all the way out to half court. And so what you take away with Reed, you open up for Higgins and his ability to get to the rim.
So Higgins with that three-point play, the old-fashioned way. 9 points now.
Good block.
Nice block by McQuigg is right. The student section underneath that basket sure liked it.
Yes, they did.
Oh, and then Jackson Stone slapping at the ball. Commits the foul on Dax Short. Parrott checking into the ball game.
Again, for Floyd Central, they just have not been able to just quite get that rhythm going. Just even that play right there, the students into it, but then they get the ball back, and that foul just kind of kills the crowd a little bit. So just haven't been able to find that rhythm. Great back screen.
And that's the first 2-point bucket from Quincy Pickett tonight.
Got our first double-digit lead for the Stars here.
Well, at the pace the Stars play at, feels like more,
yes.
Seems like. Reed, though, fills it up and cuts it back to 7.
Yeah, big shot right there. As it kind of gets to double digits and things getting a little shaky. Big shot right there by Reed. Again, Bedford running that chin Princeton action.
Oh, ball knocked away. Reed got a hand on it.
Yeah.
Ended up on his backside, but
can't let him have another look. Got to get a hand up here.
Finds McQuigg. Spin move inside.
McQuigg has made some difficult shots tonight.
Sure has. He keeps his chin on the rim, I've noticed.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. He's always aware of where the rim is. And again, and every one of those shots that he has made tonight has been off of a teammate driving aggressively.
So FC cutting the lead in half, and now we're hearing a little bit from the crowd.
Yeah, kind of getting that rhythm going a little bit. Maybe get a run, some momentum here.
Miracle against Higgins off the front of the iron and ends up with the follow-up, getting it to go.
Yeah, great little, great footwork right there with the left-handed hook to stay with it. And again, as the crowd's wanting to get into it, they just haven't been able to quite get that big stop to get over that hump.
McQuigg will take the 3 off iron, poked back out, and McQuigg cleans it up. Reed on the drive, foul.
Great heads-up play there by Harrod to tip that out. And as we've seen all year in the games that we've had him, Harrod does a good job of making those extra effort plays to get the Highlanders extra possessions.
So Landon Reed will step to the free throw line. Ooh. Off short iron.
Don't see that often.
No.
One thing to kind of keep an eye on, we talked about before the game, the key for Bedford is to get to that 50. We talked about their games going back to Christmas time, really.
Right.
That they've gotten, every time they've gotten to 50, they've won. They're just 10 points away from there. So we'll see if that holds true tonight or if the Highlanders can get some offensive firepower going here.
Short's bucket and the foul.
Big play by Short right there.
Good drive.
Yeah, just that little hesitation off that handoff just froze the defender for that split second to let him get that angle into the paint.
Short can't convert on the free throw. But just like that, out to 8 again.
They want to set up a play here. They're, again, looking for those kind of off-ball movements and get Higgins cutting to the rim. Good pass.
And
good up and under. McQuigg it makes the tough ones look easy. Again, another score off of a Higgins drive. That combo has worked well for them tonight.
Gibson Crane at number 24 back in the ball game for the Stars. He was the one that tipped the ball out there, but Reed ended up with it off the Matson miss. Reed, a little screen, pitches it back to Harrett, then gets it back.
Good pocket pass.
Oh, Harrett gets it to go.
And just like that, cut to 4. Great pocket pass there by Reed.
And then Harrett poked the ball away from short.
Crowd's woken up here a little bit.
And hustles for the ball. Pitched out, and then a timeout taken. So timeout called by Kurt Godlewski and the Bedford-North Lawrence Stars. We will come back with more third quarter here on Glycod.
Hi, I'm Isaiah. And I'm Grant. I'm vape-free because I've witnessed and experienced firsthand how tobacco can affect teens who want an escape from school, work, or other social activities. When it comes to curbing teenage use of tobacco and e-cigarettes, actions speak. Voice Indiana engages, educates, and empowers teens throughout the state to take action by promoting and celebrating a lifestyle free of tobacco and e-cigarettes.
Find out how you can be part of the statewide youth empowerment movement and help end teenage nicotine use by going to voiceindiana.org.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School basketball on Glycod.
For the latest updates on all things high school athletics, including continuous score updates, visit glycod.com. We really enjoy what we do and appreciate your support. 1:26 remains here in the third quarter. The lead cut to 4, Coach.
Yeah, Floyd Central, well, they turned up the pressure. They're getting some easy transition baskets. They've been able to get some stuff around the rim, but McQuigg has really been the one. Well, really McQuigg and Higgins. Higgins' penetration has allowed McQuigg to move and get free, but his movement off the ball has been phenomenal here in the second half.
So Bedford-North Lawrence wants to increase this lead again. Sasser wouldn't take the 3. Matson inside, faced up against Higgins, gets it to go. Nice look there.
Great balance and poise. McQuigg, actually, Higgins, as he was running by him, kind of patted him on the back, like, good shot.
Parker Kays dumps it down to McQuigg.
I thought he was going to make that one.
He couldn't get that one to go, but he still drew the foul.
He shot it with his shoulders facing the opposite direction. I figured, well, that might be easier for him.
Yeah.
That was a big possession, that last possession by Bedford. It got Floyd Central almost came away with the steal, that loose ball. 4-point game, could have gotten it down to a single possession game.
Yep.
But instead, Bedford comes up with it, able to call the timeout and score right there. That's a big momentum change.
So 1 of 2. Oh, and then taken away. Timeout taken. Timeout taken by
effort.
the Highlanders. So we'll take another timeout. Back with more third quarter here on Glycod.
For the area's best pre-owned vehicle prices and selection, visit Jim Butner Auto Group. Since 1955, the Jim Butner family has been Southern Indiana's top choice for reliable, trustworthy, and exceptional service. Enjoy fast and easy financing, no matter your credit history. Visit JimButnerAuto.com or stop by our showroom at 125 West Lewis and Clark Parkway in Clarksville. Discover why Jim Butner Auto Group is striving to serve you better every day. Jim Butner Auto Group, your hometown family dealership since 1955.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School basketball on Glycod.
It'll be Floyd Central ball coming out of the timeout, trailing by 5. 46 ticks left.
Great job by Floyd Central getting on a loose ball on the floor right there. Those plays in tight games are huge to be able to give you extra possessions.
Higgins going to take one from way outside, but can't get it to go.
I think that might have blown the roof off this place had that gone.
Kern on the other end. Sophomore couldn't get it to fall. Quickly down to Higgins. Oh, changed up his shot, couldn't get it to go. Now the other way. Kern again, this time fouled. And Harrett with the foul there.
Yeah, good job pushing in transition. Got to get the ball, pick it up a little bit quicker, but transition opportunities usually come off of missed layups. That was a kind of a tough one for Higgins there, trying to split two defenders.
And that one will finally roll through there for Kern. That one won't go. Oh, battered around and finally out of bounds. They're going to say ball to Floyd Central.
Good effort there. I tell you what, Crane, he picked up those 3 fouls early in the first half.
Right, yeah.
But, man, he comes in and he is just a physical presence.
McQuigg.
Man.
Nice look there. Uses the backboard.
Great
and
finish.
that will do it for the third period. Come on back. Fourth quarter upcoming here on Glide Tide.
Wide range of products including video surveillance, door access, fire alarm monitoring, or burglar alarms. Northside Security ensures top service at an affordable price. Their team will efficiently plan and install your system, then train you with 24-hour monitoring. For more, contact them at 812-282-3142 or get a quote online at northsidesecurity.com. Northside Security in Clarksville, where service and protection meet. Feeling stressed, anxious, or down? You're not alone. Clark and Floyd System of Care is here to help. Your mental health matters just as much as your physical health. Talk to a trusted teacher, counselor, or friend. Or call or text the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline anytime at 988. Whether it's stress, anxiety, or depression, we're here to guide you. Your mind matters. No one should face their mental health journey alone. A message from Clark and Floyd System of Care.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Basketball on Glycod.
As we return, ready for the fourth quarter here, Dr. Todd Carter, Andrew Grants, our analyst, Bailey Cook working our camera for us tonight, doing a fantastic job as we get set for the fourth quarter of action.
McQuigg with the big shot there. He's just been phenomenal for the Highlanders tonight. And that really was probably his first basket tonight that he's created himself. Everything else has been playing off of his teammates. But that got him going, got him some rhythm, and allowed him to knock down that shot.
Reed picked up his dribble in the corner, but gets it back. Oh, halfway down, wouldn't fall.
Man.
Miracle with the board.
Good look right there.
Yeah.
Could have gotten it to 1 point.
And again, that was every bit of halfway down.
You can hear this crowd. They're ready. They're looking for that opportunity to kind of let loose. Just have not been able to yet.
Highlanders have definitely picked up the defensive intensity.
Yeah.
But Bedford has also been patient, kept running good action.
Yeah, they're definitely taking their time here.
Short with the drive, gets it to go. Nicely done.
Yeah, Short's a good driver of the basketball. Good ball fake, set that up right there. And again, just how close Floyd Central's been all night. You got a Reed three that rattles in and out.
Higgins with the buckets.
Good basket there. But a Reed three that rattles in and out, and then Bedford comes right back down and takes about 30 seconds off the clock and gets a layup. They're 3 points away from hitting that 50-point mark we talked about.
And speaking of, there it is.
And that's Short having a couple drives to the basket tonight to get some rhythm. And
then a foul.
Yeah, Floyd doing a good job of getting ahead to Higgins. Bedford's going to have to match up quicker out of that transition. Higgins now back-to-back plays just off of a simple pass ahead has been able to get a piece of the paint.
Now could be interesting. That's Miracle's fourth. And Crane comes back in. He's playing with 3.
So Miracle with that fourth one right there. What they lose on offense, Crane brings in with physicality and maybe on the defensive side.
Reed with a long 3, can't get it to go, batted out, and into the hands of Higgins. Oh, Higgins just couldn't hang on to that.
There's McQuigg, though, picking it up.
Thought about the 3, drives, creates.
little up and under.
Yep.
I think he actually had the easy layup just to go straight up, but he had to put a little something special on it. That's just not his style unless he does.
Short. Oh, another 3. That one halfway down.
Yeah, that looked good right there.
Makes me wonder with McQuigg if he had, I don't know, a grandpa or an uncle or somebody like to play horse with him and bank stuff in.
Right.
So maybe he's worked on that since he was a little kid.
He does. He understands his angles and spin well.
Yeah. Reeds buries it.
Big 3 there. Cut it just to 2 points now.
So Reed with 15.
If you're Bedford here, you want to try to find a way to get Matson involved.
He has been quiet for quite some time, hasn't he?
Yeah, even if it's not to score, but maybe just to penetrate, maybe set up something for a teammate.
Higgins, and then Harretts. Oh, Matson buries it.
Yeah, and that was a great job being patient right there and letting the offense run through your best player.
So 20 for Matson. Parker Kays shoots the 3. He'll get it.
Right back. Big shot right there. And all started with Landon Reed with the pocket pass to the roll man, sucking in the defense. And for Bedford, you want to continue to slow it down, get the crowd out of it, let your offense work, take care of the basketball.
Matson calls for the screen action.
There we go. They didn't get the look they wanted. Now they can take their time.
Short, and foul comes. It's going to be against Harrett.
Yeah, I think it probably was. Good call by the official there. I know the crowd didn't want it. And now the student section is alive and into this game. So
Miracle checks back in. There's your answer for how long he'll stay on the bench.
Yeah, I think what coach is going to do here is probably go offense and defense the rest of the way out between Miracle and Crane.
Pickett gets it inbounds to Matson. He just couldn't. I think had he come up with that clean, he was going right up with it, but Matson just couldn't corral it quickly enough.
Bobbled it a little bit, but again, slowing down here offensively, taking their time. Good curl action.
To Matson, guarded by Harrett. The double team comes. Kick out. Pickett. Oh, off iron. Can't get it to go. Tipped to Harretts.
3-on-2 opportunity here. McQuigg.
Got too far under. Oh, trying to find Jackson Stone. Bodies on the floor and a push.
Good effort getting on the floor there first. I thought McQuigg was going to try the up and under there.
Sasser whistled for the foul.
Floyd Central now with the chance to take the lead with a 3.
Jackson Stone calling out some instructions.
I wouldn't leave Reed that far back.
Higgins will shoot the 3. Oh, pops out. Miracle down with it.
And Floyd's had some opportunities that have just fallen out on him. A couple threes that have been down, just haven't fallen.
Oh, Matson loses the handle, taken away. Quickly up to Higgins, who dunks it home. Tie ball game.
Defense leads to the offense.
And a timeout taken by Bedford-North Lawrence. We will show you that replay before we go to timeout.
This crowd is awake now.
So Harrett to Higgins for the slam. And the tie ball game will take a quick break. Be back with more here on Glide Tide.
You cannot depend on Beth to choose the best meal to go.
Is that soup? No, thank you.
But you can always depend on her car starting because she has an interstate battery. Outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash, proud sponsor of Jeffersonville High School, located on 10th Street across from the new Kroger.
53-all here from Joe Hinton Court at Floyd Central High School. Bedford-North, Lawrence, and Floyd Central all knotted up. Bedford does hold the, I believe, yes, they do. They hold the arrow on the tie-up.
That's what they run here, a little screen away to get Madsen open here.
And whistle away from the ball. Harrett with a hold, I believe. Yep, sure enough. Yeah. So his third foul of the ball game, second of the quarter. So still fouls to give by both teams before anybody goes to the line. Sasser puts it up over Reed. He can't get it to go. Reed with the board.
Good look there. Got to get a big stop here if you're Bedford.
Higgins wanted it. He was calling for it.
Yes, he did.
He finds Stone. Jackson Stone off short iron. And Dax Short down with the board.
Coach Govleski wanted to slow it down here. Let's run their chin action. Let's get some back cuts.
Into Madsen. Now back out. Short. Could not get it to fall. Madsen with a great tip there.
Great play by Madsen. Big offensive rebound right there for Madsen.
Madsen having a whale of a ball game.
Yeah, you can see the attention that he draws even on that back cut right there. Got to have a hand up on Reed. He can pull from there.
Stone. Oh, trying to get the ball back to McQuigg, but knocked out of bounds. Madsen, good hands. Harrett to the sideline. Parker Kays into the lineup.
Yeah, and a big possession here. I'd see, watch for Floyd Central to look for Higgins cutting to the rim. Reed
couldn't get it to fall, but McQuigg with the board.
Quigg coming up with another big play.
Reed throws it to Higgins. Higgins dumps it down low. Now Kays. Kays will shoot the three. Buries it.
And again, that all started off a Higgins penetration to McQuigg. McQuigg with a great assist.
Parker Kays, the sophomore, a couple of big three-point buckets in this half. And a timeout by Kurt Gillespie, and we will take a brief timeout as well. Back with more fourth quarter upcoming here on Glycine.
Has already reached epidemic proportions in the U.S. More than 3.6 million U.S. youth use e-cigarettes, including 1 out of every 5 in high school. And many of those who are vaping want to quit. Get real about quitting and put your health first when you live vape-free. For the support needed to quit, text the word Indiana to 873-373. Again, that's text the word Indiana to 873-373. A message from the Clark County Health Department.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School basketball on Glycod.
First lead since 5-2 in the first quarter, as we recall, for Floyd Central in this ball game, 56-55, and this one with 1:19 left, Coach, sure looks like it's going to go all the way down to the wire.
Yeah.
A lot of grittiness, I would have to say, out of this Floyd Central team. They were down 10 points in that third quarter and have come back. Were they down 11? I think it was 10 was the largest lead by Bedford.
10 is the most that it got to, and they cut it like back down to 4 or 5 real quick, and then it jumped back up, and they just continue to battle, continue to grind. For Bedford here, they need a big possession, a big score here. A lot of it has started, Floyd Central's comeback has really started with Higgins' ability to dribble penetrate. He has put a lot of pressure on the Bedford defense. He's been a very aggressive driver of the basketball, and it's really sparked the offense for the Highlanders.
Miracle now to Matson. Sasser with it. Down to a minute. Short. Penetrates.
Good cut.
Nice cut, but Sasser couldn't get it to go, but he's fouled. Great cut.
Yes, it was. That was very close to being a 3-second call.
Yep. Very close. So Sasser will have the chance to tie the ball game at the very least, if not give.
Yeah, this crowd was into it. Short's ability to get into the paint right there.
Yep.
And, just got stuck. Floyd did a good job of taking away passing lanes, but Sasser didn't quit on it. And a good late back cut here. Big free throws coming with under a minute.
So Isaiah Sasser has just got a couple of points in the ball game tonight. Ooh, can't get that one to go. So they could either tie the game or take a lead now. It's just the chance to tie the ball game. Blockout's important here, though. And couldn't get either to go. Higgins down with the board. Now McQuigg.
Yeah, they don't need a foul here. Although they do have fouls to give, they can get a little aggressive.
And McQuigg now to Reed. Dumps it down low to Kays.
And make sure you find Reed. Do not give him a three.
And buries the three.
That's killer because it makes a 2-possession game.
And a timeout by Bedford-North Lawrence. This time we'll keep it here. We'll show you that bucket here in a second, but first let's hear from Coach Grant.
Well, it's just such a big play because the one thing you don't want to give up in a 1-possession game right there is the three, because now it makes it a 2-possession game. Even if you give up a 2 right there, you're still a 1 possession. So at this point, in under a minute, you're playing possessions as much as you are points.
And that one was from way downtown.
Yeah, that was a great shot right there. Reed has hit some big-time shots in timely moments throughout the second half.
I want to show that last three by Short, the attempt, and then the putback by Matson.
So now if you're Bedford, you do not need a 3 right here. What you want to do is you want to get a quick 2. You want to put pressure on Floyd Central. They don't want to foul here and stop the clock, although they got a few fouls to give. But you want to get to the rim here and get you a quick 2.
Matson, they want the ball in his hands, now to Short.
And Floyd's going to send 2 at Matson.
Short
buries
the 3.
Shot.
And then a timeout.
I think they're going to call a delay of game warning.
Are they calling? Okay, I thought it was a timeout, but it is delay of game warning. You're right. That allows both teams to get set. So we're back to a 1-point ball game.
Yeah, and it's a smart call. You get your 1 warning. So anytime like this, if you want to stop the clock and not burn a timeout, you just go smack the ball as far out of bounds as you can. So they got they got 3 fouls until they get to the bonus. So they're going to have to be extremely aggressive here. They got to get one quick.
Jackson Stone, 55% free throw shooter, so that's who you wanted to foul. Let's show you that last bucket again.
They got 2 more here until they get to the bonus. So if you're Bedford, you want to I would face guard everything. Whoever's guarding the basketball, I would maybe put him back to protect the rim. Yeah, just like they are. Get super aggressive here and maybe burn a quick foul. You got to get to him quick.
Reed fouled.
Got 1 more here, and then it will be in the bonus. I would take the man guarding the ball right here. I would take Pickett and maybe double Reed. Do not let Reed catch.
And before the ball could even come in bounds, that's Matson.
Yeah, you get Reed on the line, which maybe you don't want, but the good thing about that play is you didn't run any time off the clock for Bedford.
So that puts Floyd in the bonus. Yeah, you're right. No time elapsed. So now Reed, he's an 88% free throw shooter, although he missed one earlier by my recollection. It's the first.
So you're still kind of in between time here. It's tough if he makes this. You don't necessarily need a three if you can get to the rim really quick, but with only one timeout, you're going to have to burn that. I think you maybe have to look for a three here.
And Reed gets both.
Got to get Mattson the ball here, attacking the rim.
And then a quick timeout by Floyd Central's Michael Miller. Let's take a quick break. Back with the final play here on Glycide.
You cannot depend on Beth to choose the best meal to go.
Is that soup? No, thank you.
But you can always depend on her car starting because she has an Interstate battery. Outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash, proud sponsor of Jeffersonville High School, located on 10th Street across from the new Kroger.
So back here at Floyd Central, where the Highlanders lead by 3 with 10.7 ticks left.
So 2 looks here that I'm thinking. Number one, if you're Bedford, you have the baseline. I would take advantage of that baseline and run it and try to get maybe a curl with maybe Mattson coming off of it, or get Short coming off of it with Mattson and Pickett up in the corners, maybe get a screen for one of them. The other thing that Bedford might look to do here with one timeout is try to race this thing up the sideline in a second or two, and maybe call a timeout on the sideline with 5 or 6 seconds left to set up maybe a play that they want a little bit closer.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. And you never know, too, that some coaches will have plays that running somebody down a sideline, try to get somebody setting a pick or something mowed over to get a foul, which in this case wouldn't put them on the line, but at least would advance the ball. And
Floyd has one to burn here. I look for them to foul right away on the catch.
Sasser to Short. Maybe 7 seconds, trapped. Oh, the ball gets away. Higgins with it, and he'll hold, and that will do it. That's your ball game. The Floyd Central Highlanders emerge victorious, 61-58 in this battle at Joe Hinton Court. Come on back. We'll have the postgame show upcoming for you here on Glycide.
When it comes to medical imaging, you have a choice. Choose Priority Radiology in New Albany for convenient quality services like CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, mammography, and more. A community supporter of our local high school athletics, Priority Radiology is devoted to making sure you're informed and comfortable every step of the way. It's a level of care you won't find anywhere else. Tell your doctor or provider that you choose Priority Radiology when outpatient imaging is needed. Visit PriorityRadiology.com for more information. Priority Radiology, you have a choice. Feeling stressed, anxious, or down? You're not alone. Clark and Floyd System of Care is here to help. Your mental health matters just as much as your physical health. Talk to a trusted teacher, counselor, or friend. Or call or text the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline anytime at 988. Whether it's stress, anxiety, or depression, we're here to guide you. Your mind matters. No one should face their mental health journey alone. A message from Clark and Floyd System of Care.
This is what excellence in construction looks like. It's a startup company that launched in 1980 under the leadership of a husband and wife team who had a vision for growing something great, the American dream. It's 2 sons who have worked hard and earned the opportunity to carry on the legacy from the ground up. It's nearly 300 employees with common culture and commitment to construction. Some of the region's most visible and ambitious projects with the same heart, passion, and drive. It's our experience, our innovation, our reputation, and core values that set us apart. Mack Construction. This is what excellence looks like.
I'm your cat. And ever since you brought me home that day, I've been plotting to destroy you. This is 1 billion years of tiger DNA just ready to pounce. And if you got the wrong home insurance coverage, you could be coughing up the cash for this. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem, like Meow.
Contact Floyd's Knobs and Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page for a quote today.
Dr. Carter's office, Annette speaking. How may I help you?
Whether you're a new or long-time patient, you know that when you call Dr. Todd Carter, you'll be treated like family. For over 25 years, Dr. Carter's been providing quality dentistry for patients throughout southern Indiana, from regular dental exams and cleaning to restorative and cosmetic procedures. Let their dedicated and established team take care of your family today. Call Dr. Todd Carter at 812-944-5155 or visit drtoddcarter.com. With cardiac emergencies happening more often than ever, the Clark County Health Department offers PulsePoint. It's a set of 911 connected apps that empower everyday citizen responders to provide life-saving assistance, as well as locations of nearby AED equipment. If you've been trained in CPR, you can download the app at pulsepoint.org, Google Play, or the App Store. Get the app, save a life. A message from the Clark County Health Department.
Check it. Ooh.
Need a better battery? Get an Interstate battery. Outrageously dependable.
Should have had an Interstate.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
Tonight's postgame recap is brought to you by Interstate Batteries. Visit them at 1510 Production Road in Jeffersonville to find the widest selection of batteries for any vehicle. Interstate Batteries, outrageously dependable since 1952.
Joe Hinton Court here at Floyd Central High School, where the Highlanders emerge victorious in this conference battle over the Bedford-North Lawrence Stars. Highlanders improving to 4-13. The Stars fall to an even 500 at 8-8. Coach, I guess let's walk through these last three replays we're gonna show. First, the with a 1-point lead, Floyd Central comes down, and you said the last thing that that Bedford wants to give up is
a three to Landon Reed,
and Reed with a wide open three to give the 4-point lead, and then on the other end, coming off a screen, Dax Short.
Yeah, great play. I mean, this is a huge shot right here.
Pulls back, and Higgins in his face buries that, and then with the chance possibly to tie with the 3-point bucket, the ball knocked away, and Sam Higgins traps it, chases it down, I should say.
And you got to give credit. What Floyd Central did at the end there is they went and got aggressive, and they double-teamed Short right across half court.
Yep.
And so they kind of blew up the play that Bedford had drawn up out of the timeout that they wanted to run. And so there's kind of there's a few different school of thoughts there at the end of the game with a 3-point lead like that. Number one is foul.
Right.
You put them on the free throw line. But if you want to do that, you better rebound on the free throw. So if you don't have a great rebounding team, maybe don't do that.
Not. Yeah.
The other one is you sit back and kind of let them run their stuff, and you just challenge and you hunker down and you play defense. And the other one is you take a chance and you go get really aggressive, and you hope it pays off for you. If it doesn't, maybe you leave open a wide open three. But that time it paid off. So that's one of those coaching things where it's like you pick any of the three, and if it works, you're a genius. And if it doesn't, then you don't know what you're doing.
And if not, right.
Yeah, and but that time it worked, and that was a gutsy call by Floyd Central right there to double right across half court and take them out of their play.
Well, let's tell you quickly that your scoreboard ticker tonight is brought to you by American Family Insurance agent Mark Stevens. For more information on home, auto, or life insurance, contact Mark at 812-283-8600. 812-283-8600. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. All right, we are going to step aside. When we come back, we will have for you the final statistics and then upcoming the most outstanding player. So stay tuned for more here on Glycod.
Vaccinations are a key to a healthy future. At the Floyd County Health Department, they can help your child from kindergarten through 12th grade get vaccinated, regardless of insurance status. Check with your doctor to see which vaccines your child may be due for, or call the Floyd County Health Department at 812-948-4726. Again, that's 812-948-4726. A message from the Floyd County Health Department. Can't leave your dog while you're gone? Maybe you just want to increase their socialization. Try Bark Jeff. They provide a cage-free, all-day play center that dogs will love. With well-trained staff available around the clock, their professionals offer comfortable grooming, plus nightly dog slumber parties. For more information on their services or to register as a new client, visit BarkJeff.com. Bark Jeff is located at 1006 East 10th Street in Jeff, where the cool dogs play.
When it comes to medical imaging, you have a choice. Choose Priority Radiology in New Albany for convenient quality services like CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, mammography, and more. A community supporter of our local high school athletics, Priority Radiology is devoted to making sure you're informed and comfortable every step of the way. It's a level of care you won't find anywhere else. Tell your doctor or provider that you choose Priority Radiology when outpatient imaging is needed. Visit PriorityRadiology.com for more information. Priority Radiology, you have a choice.
I'm your overly competitive brother. I'm ready for a rematch. Game on. Foul.
What are you going to tell me again?
Foul.
Yeah.
Foul, bro.
Here, take a free shot. Go ahead, knock
You're
yourself
about to get served.
Seriously?
Get Allstate, save money, and be protected from mayhem, like me. Love you, Mom.
Contact Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page for a quote today.
You're busy, always on the go, and when your car needs repaired, you need it done right. At Call's Body Shop, you can make an estimate appointment to better serve you. Just call 812-949-5245 and schedule a time that fits your schedule. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and are family-owned and operated. They've been serving Southern Indiana since 1954 at 2801 Mount Tabor Road in New Albany. It's your car, and you have a choice on your repair. Call's Body Shop. Can they fix it? Yes, they can.
Vaping has already reached epidemic proportions in the U.S. More than 3.6 million U.S. youth use e-cigarettes, including 1 out of every 5 in high school. And many of those who are vaping want to quit. Get real about quitting and put your health first when you live vape-free. For the support needed to quit, text the word Indiana to 873-373. Again, that's text the word Indiana to 873-373. A message from the Clark County Health Department.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Basketball on Glycod.
Time for tonight's final stats. Tonight's final stats brought to you by German American Bank. Support your community school with a German American School Spirit check card. Visit GermanAmerican.com for more information, or you can certainly visit one of their 70-plus area locations. German American Bank. Well, our stats, let's go through the scoring for both teams. For Bedford-North Lawrence, they were led by Patrick Matson and his 22 points. Dax Short had 14. Quincy Pickett had 11, 8 from Logan Miracle, and Isaiah Sasser had 2. And boy, how big would either of those free throws maybe made to just give them the chance with a tie, just play it a whole lot differently down the stretch.
Yeah.
For the Highlanders, they were led by Landon Reed and his 19 points. Carter McQuigg with 18 and 11 of those coming in the second half. Sam Higgins had 13, 8 from Parker Kays, and those were a couple of big threes and a made 2-pointer as well, but at big moments. And then Camden Harrett had chipped in 2 points, but also played a lot of tough defense out there, Mr. Harrett.
Yeah, he doesn't score much, but what he brings doesn't show up in the stat sheet, but he makes a big difference for this Highlander team.
All right, well, let's tease the most outstanding players. We'll get those for you when we come back and wrap things up from here at Floyd Central High School. Stay tuned for that here on Glycod.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something at school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Drug use in adolescence or early adulthood can have a serious impact on a teen's life. Teenagers who use marijuana are more likely to have lower grades, even drop out of school. They may also suffer from impaired driving, higher levels of anxiety, and depression. We all want to see the youth in our community succeed. Regardless of your stance on marijuana, we can all agree that it's not right for teens. Paid for by Drug Free Communities and Our Place.
Dr. Carter's office, Annette speaking. How may I help you?
Whether you're a new or long-time patient, you know that when you call Dr. Todd Carter, you'll be treated like family. For over 25 years, Dr. Carter's been providing quality dentistry for patients throughout southern Indiana, from regular dental exams and cleaning to restorative and cosmetic procedures. Let their dedicated and established team take care of your family today. Call Dr. Todd Carter at 812-944-5155 or visit drtoddcarter.com.
For the area's best pre-owned vehicle prices and selection, visit Jim Butner Auto Group. Since 1955, the Jim Butner family has been Southern Indiana's top choice for reliable, trustworthy, and exceptional service. Enjoy fast and easy financing, no matter your credit history. Visit JimButnerAuto.com or stop by our showroom at 125 West Lewis and Clark Parkway in Clarksville. Discover why Jim Butner Auto Group is striving to serve you better every day. Jim Butner Auto Group, your hometown family dealership since 1955.
Looking for a career instead of a job? Want to make a difference in a child's life? Community Action of Southern Indiana's Head Start program is now hiring. They offer competitive wages, plus health, dental, and life insurance, as well as paid college tuition and retirement plans. Apply online through Indeed.com or email your resume. You can make a difference in a child's life. Community Action of Southern Indiana and Head Start, serving children and families for over 60 years.
Looking for family fun in Southern Indiana? Then look no further than Strike and Spare, your go-to spot for a great time at prices that won't break your budget. With regular and kid-friendly bumper bowling lanes, everyone can join in on the action. And don't miss out on Cosmic Bowling, the cool way to bowl with that nighttime feel. Strike up the fun at Strike and Spare in Clarksville at 511 Little League Boulevard. And visit strikeandspare.com/Clarksville for more information on hosting birthdays and corporate parties.
Feeling stressed, anxious, or down? You're not alone. Clark and Floyd System of Care is here to help. Your mental health matters just as much as your physical health. Talk to a trusted teacher, counselor, or friend. Or Call or text the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline anytime at 988. Whether it's stress, anxiety, or depression, we're here to guide you. Your mind matters. No one should face their mental health journey alone. A message from Clark and Floyd System of Care.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by New Albany State Farm Insurance Agent Theresa Lamb. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
It's time for Most Outstanding Players. Tonight's Most Outstanding Players brought to you by State Farm Insurance Agent Theresa Lamb. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You can give Teresa a call at 812-945-8088 for those Most Outstanding Players. Let's turn it back over to Coach Grants. Coach, who do we have for the Bedford-North Lawrence Stars?
Well, it's got to be Mr. Matson. He was just phenomenal tonight with 22 points, and Coach said before the game he thinks he's one of the best players in the conference, and getting to watch him tonight, I agree. He is an all-conference talent, and he played very, very well for Bedford this evening.
I agree with that, too. He sure put on a show at times during this ballgame for the Floyd Central Highlanders.
Well, this was a tough one because Landon Reed was the leading scorer with 19, but I think Carter McQuigg, especially in the second and third quarter, when there was some stretches, whenever Floyd Central could have just kind of faded away. When Bedford was going on a run, they had it to 10 points. McQuigg made a lot of the extra, just effort plays. And of the 18 points that he had, maybe only 2 or 3 of them he created himself. The rest of them were playing off of his teammates. Whenever Bedford was trying to take away Higgins, whenever Bedford was trying to take away Reed, McQuigg stepped up and made those last-minute cuts, those extra effort opportunities, those offensive rebounds to give his team the opportunity to stay in the game. Then Landon Reed came in at the end and finished the deal. But I thought what McQuigg did in the second and the third quarter was the thing that allowed Floyd Central to not fade away, to stay in it, to continue to fight. And I thought his attitude and effort tonight was the difference that allowed Floyd Central to hang around and pick up the win.
Absolutely. So our most outstanding players of the game brought to you by State Farm Insurance Agent Theresa Lamb. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. They were Patrick Matson and Carter McQuigg. Now we're going to move on to our strike and spare schedule. As I get to it here, our schedule brought to you by Strike and Spare of Clarksville, a great place to host your party or special occasion. Contact strikeandspare.com/Clarksville for more information. Strike and Spare. Well, just a couple games on the schedule upcoming. Next week we will be at New Albany for Providence at New Albany. Then we've got a week in between. There will be some games. Those are not yet scheduled. So stay tuned and check out glycod.com for those. And then Friday, February 28th, to wrap up the regular season, we will be back at New Albany again for Bloomington North at New Albany. So a couple of trips back in to see the Bulldogs, again, one of the better teams in the area. And so we've got a couple opportunities to see them here upcoming. And last thing I will say before we sign off, I just want to say again that for your latest updates on all things high school athletics, including continuous score updates, you can visit glycod.com. We really enjoy what we do and appreciate your support. Well, Coach Grant's final bow on this one.
Floyd Central had a lot going on. We started off the show with kind of a odd announcement of Coach being suspended, and for them to come in with all that going on, we talked about controlling the controllables. Let the court be the safe haven where you don't have to worry about all that. You don't have to worry about the distractions. You can just play and do what you love. And the Highlanders came out tonight and did that. And so, they were able to get the big win with a lot of distractions going on and a conference win at that. And like we said, these records do not matter when you get to sectional in Indiana high school basketball. So you get a good draw, you get that bye, and all you got to do is win 2 games. So for Floyd Central, what they want to do now going into the next one is put another victory there to show to themselves, hey, we can get 2 in a row. Now we can carry that momentum into the postseason.
Absolutely. Well, that's going to do it for us here at Floyd Central High School. Ended up being a whale of a ball game with the Highlanders emerging victorious 61-58. So we want to thank Jeff Sequeira, the athletics director here at Floyd Central, for having us here tonight. We also want to say good night from executive producer Steve Bird, from camera person Bailey Cook, for Coach Andrew Grants. I'm Dr. Todd Carter saying good night, God bless, and we'll see you next time on Glycod.
From Glycod, this has been Southern Indiana High School Basketball, presented by Allstate Insurance Agent Packy Page. He puts you in good hands. Tonight's game was brought to you by Interstate Batteries, outrageously dependable since 1952. IBEW Local 369, power up your potential. Mac Construction, experience, reputation, solutions. Clark County Health Department, prevent, promote, protect. Priority Radiology in New Albany, you have a choice. Jim Butner Auto Group in Clarksville, a family tradition of excellence. And by Floyd County Health Department, Deering Floor Center, Our Place, Clark County Youth Services, and Strike and Spare Family Fun Center.
For schedule information about our upcoming broadcasts, visit our website, glicod.com, Facebook and Twitter @Glycod. We thank you for tuning into this live sports presentation from Glycod.